Yeah,
I even think he said
it's
he
it
would consider
it was
banning
kind of the
this.
obvious pick for Karma,
Yeah, and I
as
mean that's
Karma
why it's so scary. It's
Karma on
Karma's
two
map.
ways is looking kind of unbeatable. Like, and he's playing Fifth Panther this time around. That's
Lathans knows
interesting.
that very well from past experience too.
So
Yep.
yeah, he wants to get his safe map out here now, and that's going to be interesting. You can predict away guys again if you want to gamble your channel points. 35 Air Assault though, really strong deck, and really strong deck for the map as well. Yeah, has nice helicopters.
The
Has
first unit Karma deploys the rocket, two rocket Apaches up there.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
but SU-35s can stop that, and also you can rush the enemy's town pretty well with. Uh, 35th Air Assault. You have the SPG-9s, which are amazing on this map. Luxes are solid as well, but Luxes cost you way more than the SPG-9s, and the SPG-9s actually, I
Yep.
feel like, are a bit better even. So, this is going to be interesting, as Karma is coming in here on the left side. Lathans on the right. So, this is going to be a hot battle for sure. Luxes all around. Roland 3 coming in from the get-go. That's kind of to be
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah. Lathans has a lot of wonderful tools at his disposal.
Like 35th feels like the you get it all division at the moment. The only thing you don't get is artillery, but Two Ways
Yeah.
is not an artillery heavy map. So
The Nonas are good, I think, for what you need them for. I mean, I know you've been enjoying that division lately, so I'm kind of having a bit of a hard time with it personally, just wrapping my head around what I should do with it. But it's fun. I will say that.
I mean, you also can get a lovely amount of nonas with the rate of fire buff. That one extra round per minute does
Yeah.
make a good amount of difference because
And D30.
the issue with the artillery in that deck is that they are pretty inaccurate. Like the nonas are pretty inaccurate. They are have range scaling and so on. They're not hitting uh, um, all the time, but with more fire down range quicker, the chances are you're gonna hit. And the damage output they put on hit is pretty decent for their cheap price. So they are usable, but other decks have better artillery. Though, as I said, on this map, that doesn't matter too much. And Kama is going in with an interesting setup here.
Yes.
Two Rolands, a part, two Apaches, and then a couple of Luxes in front. Like, this is not your classic combined arms. This is
Right.
something really special. Couple of
I think
Martyr.
it screams a bit of a heli rush here. I mean, maybe not a heli rush, but I think it'll be methodical in his usage.
Yeah. Luxus coming around in the north. And on the other side, we only see SPGs so far. Okay, Me-24 BAA, that's a great unit to have here. That's
Yep.
pretty helpful against the Apaches. Like,
Wrong side, but yeah, hey, it's helpful.
yeah. Yeah, you obviously... Like, the obvious thing is go for the enemy's town on
Yeah.
this map if you want to rush. But because that being the obvious thing, like going for the polar opposite can be a nice mind game. And also, the triangle here, if you control that as the blue side, you have a lot of control. Like, blue side in general
Yeah.
is the favorite side on this map. So Kama, a bit lucky there. And the roads over here, for example, is a bit messed up. And like the zone Delta is also a bit easier to capture than Alpha is. So there's a couple of things like that. But especially this triangle. And Kama is so good at playing this triangle. Like,
Yeah.
whenever we saw him playing in 2v2 tournament on this map, he was taking care of this triangle. So
Yeah, you want to be dominant in that area, and there's a very specific tree line where you want to stick like a tow or a tank to watch over the reinforcement road. If not, just completely take it for yourself. You want to really cut your opponent off on this map and be ruthless in pressing their side here. And but on the contrary, though, Lathans could do the same with the other triangle on the top part of the map as well. I know it's a bit more open. It's typically not the side of the map that people like to push a whole lot toward Echo from Delta. But He's in a good position himself. That's it. He could try to cut off some of Karma's reinforcements from there. Um, Again, like you said though, with roads being the way they are in this map, it's not necessary for Karma to use that road. He's got plenty of other good reinforcement routes to use as well. Both players have plenty of ways to cut each other off.
By the way, the bans on the map were 39th and KDA, so two pretty standard bans there as well. 39th, obviously, after game number 1, makes total sense.
Agree.
And yeah, KDA pretty good on this map as well. So not as great as it was last patch, but still pretty strong. What worries me though is that I see 0 AA in Lathans setup in the south.
Well, I'm also seeing a lack of ground units, which makes me suspect that we're gonna see like some MiG-27, SU-25 type stuff here. I know those MiG-27s are quite favorable at a low cost as well with the 5-pin nose cannon.
Yeah, the MiG-29 can also be pretty helpful in the stuff, but yeah. Yeah, like bringing MiG-20... the seat in 35th are Su-25s though, right?
Yeah, I just meant for ground attack stuff. The MiG-27 rocket planes are pretty good early on for what I think they're like 140 points or something. Game 1, hello Woody. Game 1 was a bit of no, not a close match. We'll see how game 2 goes though.
Game number 1 was Karma doing Karma magic with Su-25s, and now he's around for his other favorite units. The other unit he's so well known for, the Apache, is out, and there's a MiG-29 around, flying over the battlefield, but yeah, that has to detect the Apache. F4F also coming out. The MiG-29 is favored in that engagement.
Ooh.
Does miss with the first shot, does get the kill though, but has to be careful to come around before the Rolands get on its tail.
Oh, the Alpha Jet too.
Ooh, the Alpha Jet.
Gonna have to be very careful here.
Ooh, MiG-29 down to 2 hit points. Roland does miss with its missile. MiG-29 will get out alive.
3.
And now you should...
HP.
But now you should kind of know what's coming for you. You should kind of know that it's an Apache play. You should maybe buy already the next Mi-24 or something like it. Also, the Alpha Jet.
Players have the first tick now.
Ooh, Apache coming out here for the Spetsnaz OP. Alpha Jet flying around here as well, trying to get kills and stuff.
Apache going for the SPGs. No.
Apache goes down. Alpha Jet goes down. MiG-29 coming in lovely.
That was a great play. Gotta protect the war crime trucks.
Double kill here, whilst the SPG is moving still around, and even the Spetsnaz OP in the center still around. Another F4F.
F4
going down. Roland needs 2 hits, does not get 2 hits, might get 1 hit, doesn't even get 1 hit.
No.
So this is a great start here for Lathans. Getting the air dominance, getting...
And look at the middle.
The F4F's killed, and has full control over the center now, because obviously that Apache play was all that Karma went for, and now the Apaches can't come out anymore. There's no F4Fs or anything like that to protect them anymore. There's the Rolands, but Apaches have to be really careful with how they move, because they have to be able to duck down when the jet comes in, so that the Roland can do its job before the Apache can come out again. But
Spetsnaz OP in the south delivering pain and death to another Lux, getting a little bit too close. We saw another Lux go down in the north that I believe we missed amongst all the other action. But a lot of heavy fighting going to be going down for the south triangle in the center now.
We have Medis coming in, Alpha Jet rocket coming in there again. There's a Roland 3. Alpha Jet coming in for the Mi-24V. That's a great target. They can easily kill that, even with the AA rockets that can't do much there. And yeah, there's little other AA here out for Lathans. So good kill there. ZSU Afghanskis coming in now though. And those ZSU Afghanskis are great against Apache rockets. They are great against Alpha Jets. So those things will help out quite well. SPGs all around. Spetsnaz and Spetsnaz OP pushing in the center. One Panzergrenadier Marder combo already down. The second one is running. Roland 3 has to be careful there as well to not be overrun. And Karma has the +2 tick now with the Iltis leader, but the map
CV
for
for
sure.
Lathans.
And the map for sure currently is Lathans. And the game in general, I would say, is now Lathans to lose, as that early game advantage he
Oh,
got out now is big time.
we have 3 CVs coming in for Lathans right now. He is going full on pressure mode right now. He is trying to put the absolute max amount of pressure on Karma so that he makes Karma spend another 200 points to neutralize that +4 that Lathans will soon have if he caps all 3 of the back caps. He could cap the middle if he wants to, but probably should reinforce it a little bit more first.
The
Apache going over to the middle as well.
Yeah, and the worrisome part is there's still no AA in the middle. So this Apache still could wreak havoc, as there's also
For
Roland
both?
and a Gepard now coming out to help it. There's
Oh, just
literally
kidding. Yep.
nothing else. There's one Martyr, one A2 there, but there's an Apache and there's 2 AA pieces. So the MiG-29 would have to be really careful to come around here. You want to have ground AA here to deal with this Apache now. Well, it's down the south, Martyrs and co move around as well. So
Normally the AA is protecting the Apache. Right now Karma is using the Apache to protect his AA.
yeah,
He has lost a bit of stuff.
MiG-29 coming around,
MiG-29.
but great
Yep.
duck away there, and the Rolands might do the job this time. Second MiG-29 also flying in there. Lathans has to be
Ooh.
careful to not get over eager here. And oh, that MiG-29 already damaged. Oh, the Roland does miss though, and no second Gepard around. So MiG-29 number 2 will get out alive,
Yep. No second hit either.
but still a big loss there for Lathans, and has to be careful, has to keep that MiG-29 out of the center. Gepard and
Yeah.
Roland will shred that thing if it comes around another time. Spaznut's still moving around though, but the Apache is still there. Apache did actually... No, it's still flying low, it just looks like it landed. It didn't
Yeah,
though.
he's using the terrain to his advantage here.
Alouette
Oh,
gets
and he's
sniped in
taking
the
out the
rear, but
Alouette.
another Roland 3
Yep.
coming around. And is trying to get the kill. MiG-29.
SPG-9s marching through the middle. Keep an eye on the SPG-9s in the north as well, moving through the forest, trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, the one in the south does tuck away deep into the into the mountains. Now trying to come around. The Afghansky is now closing in, but the Apache is really dangerous now for the Dejanikis there.
Another
Dejanikis
Alpha Jet.
not gonna do much damage. They finally get the stun there, whilst the SPGs and the BMPs are moving forward. Gepard gets one of the SPGs though, and the Apache still has a lot of hit points. Might get stunned relatively quickly here again, as the BMD is using its 30mm to deal with it.
MiG-29.
Ooh, and the
Apache
MiG-29 gets the
down.
kill there. Does pay for it with its
Oh.
life though, and that's... I'm not sure if that's worthwhile. Like,
Yeah, not sure about that one. That was a bit greedy, but I mean, how many Apaches has he killed now? Was that 2?
Yeah, 2 Apaches down. But he also lost 2 MiG-29s.
Yeah, so if he's keeping 2 cards of MiG-29, that would make sense. If he's not, I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he has 2 cards of those, but still, it's also not that cost efficient. Apache is still cheaper. It's got a bit more expensive now, but still cheaper than the MiG-29. MiG-29 still costs 215 points. Gepard, though, pushed out, and the Afghanskis are here. I'm just curious why he didn't wait it for the Afghanskis to push deeper. Like, the Afghansky gives you such a nice force field against the Apache.
Yeah, he's probably could have gotten a little bit more units left alive right now if he had, waited a bit longer. But that was an aggressive play. He wanted to put the pressure on. He forced Karma to buy another CV in Alpha, which means less units on the front line. He's still gonna have to buy another CV for Echo, where Lathans has those SPG-9 Warcrime trucks lying around. But Lathans is just freely up +2 right now.
Also gets another CV into Charlie, so we'll get up to a +5 there.
That's a good
it's
point
going
as
for
well. This is a
relatively
lot of pressure
risky
for
play.
Karma. Yep. But he has more units there. I feel like if if both Q moved their units into each other right now, I think Lathans wins that easily.
I mean, he doesn't quite have enough AT at the moment. If a couple more Martyrs would arrive there, though currently
maybe
only
some
Sikirans
supplies
coming
too.
up. But that's going to be interesting. +5 going on. BMD2, if Dejaniki's coming in from the other side. Couple more Conquerors, ATGMs. Southern Zone, Spaznut's OP get pushed out by Jaegers. Karma is on the push for the triangle again a bit as well.
There you go.
No more Apaches out, by the way. Yeah. That would
He
be
does
risky
have
as
an
well.
Alouette sitting above the forest in the south. He does call another CV in the north, which means that those Warcrime trucks might just be eating good this evening.
Yeah, a couple of units moving through there. Sicherungs and Panzergrenadiers in M113 moving in there as well. Weird thing to see those M113A1s, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
those
I
only
agree.
have one armor, and they are slow. Like, a lot of people
Ooh,
dislike them.
war crime trucks hitting the martyr, forcing it to unload, bringing the 1A2 Milan, not the 1A3,
Yeah,
saving 5 points there.
just for cheap stuff. SPG holding the line as well. Sicherungs trying to move through there. Iltis leader still coming up.
HE bomber in the middle, drops payload, almost gets taken out by Lathans AA, but does drop its payload again. I'm not sure what it killed.
And we have an Apache coming in again. But with 2 Afghanskis there, it's gonna have a tough time. +5 for Lathans at the moment. But that's also obviously an investment into another
Ooh,
CV.
he's called in the other Apache as well. It is going after the war crime truck in Echo, which is holding up the CV right now.
Yeah.
So all 4 of Karma's Apaches are either dead or on the field right now.
And it's gonna be annoying for Lathans to deal with them. But as I said, with the Afghanskis, with maybe a couple of Iglas around, those should not be completely unbeatable. Like
War
Afghansky.
crime truck running away from the Carl Gustavs in the north. Apache coming to hunt it down. Karma still down 5 on the tick at the moment.
Nearly down 800 points by now. As
Yeah,
we
that's
have
a
some
big,
helicopters
big lead.
coming in for Lathans. We shouldn't forget that Lathans deck actually gets more helicopters than Karma's deck gets. As 35th Air Assault is pretty strong in the air, though it looks a bit different
Ooh.
in the playstyles of these two. 2
2
MiG-29s.
MiG-29s.
But that
Wow.
Apache can't dug away, and it's Karma microing it, so I feel like they might arrive too late. Ooh, they're just in time.
It's not enough. And,
And-
he takes out the Alpha Jet as well.
Yeah.
Surely, yes.
Roland 3 coming around again in the north. But that needs 2
That's
hits,
not gonna take down
and
both
it's
of-
only getting
yeah.
1. And there's nothing stopping them on the way out now. The F4F's down. So the MiG-29 investment paid off. I'm pretty sure Lathans invested into them a while ago. That's why we also see
Yep.
a bit less in the middle than you would have expected otherwise. Now those units can come in. The MiG-29
Well, he's
investment
shown
is done.
all 4 of his fighter jets, just as Karma has shown all 4 of his Apaches. The other one is hovering low in the middle right now, which is good micro by Karma, of course.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because obviously Karma is playing the tank division here, and Lathans
Right.
has the bigger tank on the battlefield, but Karma has 4 helicopters versus 1 helicopter so far on the battlefield. Well, no, we had the A version as well, which got killed by the Alpha Jet, but Karma obviously way more air focused than Lathans was so far this game. But it's working out better for Lathans. Now nearly 1,000 points up already, still getting 120 points per minute here right now. So
Yep. F4 HE bomber coming in now for Karma. Second one surely as the first is probably still repairing, so that's a big investment of another 270 points.
ooh, Afghansky
Leveling the Afghansky, ouch.
coming in. But the Afghansky is replaceable. It's only 60 points.
Yeah.
That's not a super expensive
Luckily-
AA. And they're still
Luckily he wasn't
second
a
one.
little further getting the CV. That would have been painful for Lathans.
Yeah. More AA would be nice though for Lathans. Like relying on 2 Afghanskis right now on the battlefield. There's an Igla already in the north. I would like to see
Yeah.
1 or 2 more Iglas in the center as well. As you can hide
Agreed.
them nicely and they have good range so they can hit out against these Apaches pretty easily. Afghansky a bit more... yeah, and the Afghansky might get sniped by Leo 1A1 here as it tries to move out, but that to hit the Apache. Leo 1A1 is reloading. Does shoot, does
Yeah.
miss. Afghansky has time now to disengage, but it's not doing so. And that's a big mistake. Goes down now, and that
Another
leaves...
HE bomber for the T-64 BV. Drops payload. Oh, brings the T-64 to 2 HP. That's a big loss for Lathans.
Yeah, MiG-29 is around again. Has to be careful though, not to follow too deep. Gets a missile connection with the F4F. Afghansky did a bit extra damage, but it's still down to only down to 2 hit points, not going down completely. And the Apache is around in the center, and yeah, without Iglas and without any Afghanskis here now.
MiG-29 again
Oh!
for the Apache.
Gets the kill!
Oh,
That's vital. CV is down though.
but gets taken out. MiG-29 is down. CV in the middle. Oh no, is it dead? You're right, it's dead. Karma killed it.
Yeah,
I thought he
Spaznats and
neutralized.
Dejaniki trying to move around. BMDs without supplies at the moment. Me-24V Rocket staying in the rear. Has to be careful with the
Karma
Gepards
buying a
and
CV.
Rolands.
He's confident now.
And this is a interesting push now going on. Dejaniki BMDs moving around. A couple more SPG-9s coming around. As Rockets coming in, but Me-24V under fire by the Gepard. Has to get the hell out of there. And
He's
Lathans a
gonna
bit
have to be careful here, Lathans. Yeah.
too late on the micro. Tried to dodge, but it's got stunned. Needs to get it the hell away there.
Ooh, flank SPG 9s.
But Leo 185 is vicious.
Yes. Ooh, side shot.
No, that's actually frontal penetration. It's
Oh,
just
that
the
was a
power of the
front shot?
SPG.
No way. Oh man.
It's just the shitty armor of the Leo 181s, and the SPG is actually paying off nicely here, getting 2 Leos
Wow.
for their struggles.
That's a massive flank here. Now look at the reinforcements coming in for Lathans though. He's only got a Conkers and an Igla, along with more Afghanskis and some Nonas. Where is the infantry?
E64. I mean, the
Where are
infantry
the
is still on the
IFVs?
front line alive for now. He has a Spaznat and a Spaznat's OP in there. He has a supply truck to keep them alive. He has a couple of Dejanikis. And, I mean,
He has
Karma is
taken out
pretty
Karma's
down
units.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Karma's
been a
down
bloody
to
fight
AA
in the
only
center.
now. This was a brutal engagement here. F4F coming around once more, trying to wreak some havoc. That.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
SC-25 for Lathans, not really able to do much here. I mean, there's not too many tanks exposing themselves for Karma. I mean, I would have liked to see him personally buy some more infantry. Like I said, I mean, you know that those F4s are around, and that you're probably going to lose more infantry. He is bringing his infantry back around to flank the AA in the center.
And if he gets those 2 Rolands, the Roland and Gepard, did
That's
Karma
big.
see that? Oh no, I guess he's just cautious, moving that away. Because, yeah, if he gets the Roland and the Gepard, there's a lot more space for the helicopters. There's a lot more space for the Su-25 as well.
I wonder if Karma can see that right now with either of those Alouettes. Looks like he is able to see it from his perspective as I flip over. There's 2 Alouettes spotting those infantry units. The CV is going to be very cautious. Su-25 coming in.
Yeah, gets an Alouette, gets the second Alouette, but that's still not really paying off. BMDs though still moving forward. Leo 1A1s in the north smoked, 1A5 smoked off, and the BMDs are out for blood. And that's 3 really open AA pieces right now. And
with no vision for Karma. Recon going down with that SU-25 run. Oh,
and Karma does surrender here.
Wow.
So
look at that.
We have a 1-1, and we have a 1-1.
Karma losing on his map.
Exactly. We have a 1-1 on with Lathans beating Karma on 2 ways on the map. So if you need a morale boost, this is the morale boost for Lathans to get. It's still a clutch game. It still went perfect in the early game, and then Karma still somehow made it look close, but he got it done, and he got Karma on his own home turf, basically. So it's a series, guys. It's a series.
Karma going for the gut punch by trying to beat Lathans with the division that Lathans just lost with against him in game 1, and he ends up getting the gut punch himself, losing on his own map that we were all thinking Karma would easily pull out a 2-0 lead here. You know, getting the favorable side and everything with those Apaches and all those other tools he has in 5th.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is spicy indeed.
This was a spicy comeback here for Lathans, and we will at least see 4 maps now. That's a given. Best we can do now is a 3-1.
Bad news.
Hello.
We're not playing more tonight.
You're not playing more tonight. Okay.
Karma wanted to play the games another day.
Well, you tilted him.
Roland's OP.
You beat him on his map.
You beat him on this home turf, yeah. Okay. Okay, then we will give him his rest. Tilted Karma. But yeah, GVGP Lathans, that was a strong show there.